What up? What up, everybody? Give y'all a second to join in. Hope everybody good on this Sunday, December the 5th. Give everybody a chance to get logged in. We're going to get this thing going tonight. How everybody doing? What y'all eat today? It's Sunday. If you're in the area, I hope you had some Mother's Basket. I think we had chicken wings, we had pork chops, turkey, that dressing. We had it going on today. So hopefully if you're in the Dallas, Fort Worth area, you got some of that good soul food in your life from Mother's Basket today. What up, G? Got my boy Greg Thomas in the building. Just got done reading a little bit of that Practice is the Pathway to Perfection by my boy Greg L. Thomas. Y'all go on Amazon and get that. Sunday Night Live, Practice is the Pathway to Perfection by Greg L. Thomas. Y'all check that out on Amazon right now. It's a good read. They always say leaders are readers. What you reading out there? I'm reading Talk Like Ted, which is a real interesting book. We about to get started, y'all. It's about to be live on this Sunday night. Just gonna let a couple more people join in, and we're about to get started. Y'all give me a thumbs up if I sound okay. Got my boy Lorenzo Gray in the house. Sco. What up? What up? What up, everybody? What y'all doing on this Sunday? I'm trying to catch y'all for the game. Come on, and Power and BMF and all of that good stuff. Tonight, we're going to be talking about what is the switch. What is the switch? I wrote a book. A lot of you have been so supportive on the book, over 500 sold. We just released the audio book. So now we have the paperback, we have the ebook, and we also have the audio book now. A lot of my folks told me that they don't like to necessarily read. You know, they don't have time, makes them sleepy. We do have the audio book available now. That's on Amazon as well. And y'all check that out. About 2 more minutes, we're going to get started. And tonight is going to be real casual, business casual, motivational mainly. God put some big things on my heart for my people. And I just want to tell everybody, you know, whether it's 1 or 1,000 tuned in tonight, God gave me something for you, and I'm going to share it with you. And it's all about the switch. So if y'all ready, let's go. Let's dive right in. Just to let you know a little bit about me. My name is Eric Johnson. I'm an author. I'm a home builder, and I own a restaurant here in the area, Mother's Basket. Like I said, today is Sunday. Hopefully you slid by, got you a plate. If not, next Sunday, I'm going to need you to stop by because we are going to have a special treat next Sunday. Mark my word, when I say a special treat to go with that dressing and them yams and that cabbage, next Sunday. Check it out, Mother's Basket. Copyright disclaimer. You can read that. And this is me. This is me, my parents, Carl and Darlene Johnson. We from the area right here in Dallas. Born and raised. This is my beautiful family. I'm married. My wife Jackie. We have 5 children. RJ, Booby, Kyra, Bubba, Erica, and Puka, my grandbaby. That's my family. God has, really been good to me. I've been through a lot in my life. Been on a few stages, and I always talked about the switch. No matter what stage that I was on, I always talked about it. And like I said, y'all have been rocking with the book. I mean, really supporting me. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. And, tell somebody about it. If you've already read it, it's just like when you go to the library back in the day, somebody already checked it out and then they brought it back and then you got to read it. Well, loan it out. Give somebody the book if it really made an impression upon you. And I'm gonna stop right here because this is what this live is all about. It's about walking on water. There are certain people in life that you see, you may admire and look at and think, these people are amazing. What makes them special? I like to use the terminology walking on water because that particular scripture in the Bible, it really resonates with me. And it's a deep story. I know a lot of you have heard it. If you haven't, I'm gonna just give you the Cliff Notes, no pun intended, version, which is basically Peter. He was in a boat with other folk. Storm came, Jesus came, and then he was able to walk on water because he had faith. He only began to sink when he took his eyes off Jesus. So I like to use that in my life. I believe that's real. I think if you look at all the messages you can get out of that particular allegorical meaning of scripture, it's like anything that you're going to do big in life, number one, it's not going to be in shallow water. Typically, it's going to be in deep water. And you're going to have some folk on the boat. Imagine how the folk on the boat felt when Peter just got up and went out on the water. Like, why would he leave rather a perfectly safe boat? So he had that faith, he had that belief, and that's what I want to talk to y'all about tonight is what is the switch? I wrote a book about it. I've talked about it on stages, and I feel like it's a state of mind. I believe that the switch is something that will make you walk 100 miles tonight for your kids. What is that switch in you that you wouldn't accept? No, you wouldn't accept, I don't have time, or I'm shy, or Eric, I'm not a talker like you. What is it in you that when it turns on, thus the, reference to the switch, when that, whatever that is inside of you is turned on, what causes it to come on? And why can't we control it and make it stay on? The switch drives us. It's like, what would drive you to walk 100 miles, 1,000 miles tonight for your kids? If your kids needed money, let's say for an operation, life and death, if you don't get this money from 100 miles away tonight, then they're going to die. Well, something in you, every mother, every father that's real and loves their kids would make that walk. And that's what I want to address, because what I've realized since I wrote the book, before I wrote the book, and even tonight, some folk have the switch, but it's not necessarily always on. It's only on if they go to Walmart, leave the lights on, come back out, and see that they need a boost. Then they may get into proactive mode and, ask for some cables, call AAA, whatever you have. I mean, at that moment, they wouldn't want to be stuck at Walmart. So they would flip that switch and turn on, if you will. It's closely related to passion. Things that we're passionate about, things that we love, that's connected to the switch. I don't believe money is a big enough reason to say that's why I have my switch on. Like my switch is on because of my family. Just the way I was raised, my family to me is so important to me, that they eat, that they have shelter, that they have everything that they need. My switch is on, and I don't take no. I don't take rain. I don't take hurt or challenges or whatever. Nothing is going to stop me from making that happen. And I believe that's what the switch is all about. If y'all have any comments, well, I am going to bring people up, allow everybody to give me your opinion on the switch. Give me your opinion on what's making you do things that you wouldn't typically do. Because you wouldn't typically walk 1,000 miles, 100 miles. You wouldn't typically go to work in your car with no gas. But I've done that. I left home on E. Matter of fact, light was on. And I made it. Somehow I made it to work. Might have been payday, hopefully, might not. I might have borrowed some money once I got there, but there was something in me that knew I had to get to work. There's something in you that has purpose behind it. It has passion behind it. If I'm making sense, y'all throw some likes up in the comments. Let me see y'all. The switch is no plan B. No plan B. Let that resonate for a second. We all have plan A, but we always like to say, well, this is my plan B. When the switch is on that I'm talking about, there is no plan B. It's almost like a burn the boat mentality. I don't know if it's a story or something in history, but it was a particular army or military faction that showed up at an island and they burned the boats, which meant that there was no turning back. Something in you that says, this gotta work. I don't have any other options. It has to work. And as a matter of fact, I'm gonna make it work. That's what I'm talking about. To me, that's what the switch really is. The switch is different. It's like, what made Jordan Jordan? What made Tiger Woods Tiger Woods? And I'm just using people off the top of my head, but what made those particular athletes great? I talk to my son, my youngest son, a lot. And one thing I always talk to him about is, son, it's a difference between being interested and being committed. I'm interested in playing the bass. My wife bought me a bass for my birthday, bass guitar. I'm interested in it. But if I was committed to it, I practice every day. I practice 2-3 times a day. Matter of fact, the first thing I thought about when I woke up would be that bass. That's what I'm trying to say. It's a difference between being interested and being committed. The why. Shout out to everybody in the comments. As a matter of fact, let me stop and give a bunch of love. G, Black Man Rising, Lorenzo Gray, Sco, Pastor Brown, I see you out there. Thuthi, Kai, I see you, girl. Baby, Kiwi, You better be watching. If I don't have a one viewer, it better be you. Nikki, I see you, girl. Christy, Big Bank, what up? Be True Ballers, I see y'all in here. Everybody in here. Jay, what up, Jay? Amy, that's what's up. Determination knows no defeat. Good word. One more time, y'all. No plan B. Burn the boat mentality. Is that you? Because I was talking to one of my cousins, hopefully he's you better be tuned in, bro. Paul. And we were talking the other night, and he said, E, my biggest thing is fear. And I told him that's everybody's biggest thing. Isn't it amazing? As soon as you get ready to do something, you can plan it out. You can do all the due diligence, the research, do all your homework on it. And something in the back of your mind will have you kind of hesitant or kind of reserved or kind of scared. Is that the right word? Fear. See, on the screen, it should say fear and faith cannot coexist. I'm not a preacher. This isn't biblical. This is what I live by. But I get scared too. I'm scared now. I never went live. I never, ever went live. And I'm scared, but something told me do it anyway, because somebody need to hear this. Somebody need to hear, do it. Whatever it is that you thinking of doing, do it. Do it, do it, do it. The reason I'm doing a live is because folk have lost the ability to dream. A lot of people talk to me. I meet a lot of folk. They come in my restaurant. I build houses for them. I work with them. I have contractors, their friends, family. I've talked to a lot of folk. I got a huge personal family. I think it's 13, 14 of my mom and 15, 16 of my dad's brothers and sisters. We got a lot of cousins, a lot of folk. And, people want to do it, but they just scared. That fear paralyzes them. It takes folk, and I guess paralyzed is the right word, because you may have the money, you may have the education. Folk that I'm talking to, they got all the plans. They done did the demographic research. They know the industry. They know everything. They got it all highlighted. They got markers, fancy little stickies, but they not doing it. That's the difference between me. A lot of y'all watching might say, Eric, what make you the expert? Who are you to give advice or tell folk what to do? Well, what make me the expert is because I done failed enough times. I done failed enough times to get on this live and tell you, do it. Whatever it is that you dream, whatever you believe, whatever make you cry and well up inside, that's your why. That's why you do it. That's why you do it. Let me say this. A lot of folk that's my friends and family, they work. I'm not knocking work, because I get up and go to work every day. I just work for myself. But if you have a job, develop an exit strategy. I got a partner of mine, Slim. I tell her all the time, you've been loyal to your employer. Now it's time to be loyal to yourself. You feel me? Like the switch that I'm talking about. What is the switch? The switch that I'm talking about allows you to work 8 hours at your job and then come home and work 8 hours on your dream. 8 hours on your goal. 8 hours on your plans. How about I'm tired of building my boss's dreams and I started building my dreams. But I failed enough times to be the expert. Somewhere I read, you got to do some 10,000 hours, then you consider the expert. Well, I failed 10,000 hours. I lost a lot of money. God knows that, at one point in my life, I felt like my money didn't match my talent. I felt like I was smarter than my boss. If y'all can feel me, throw your hands up in the chats. So my thing is, you can go to work. Folk would tear their car up to get to work. Like I said, I went to work with no gas, left the house on E. But would you do that for your business? People get their own business and then stop showing up. People don't want to be their own boss because they know what type of employee they are. And my wife, my kids, they can attest that I'm a beast. I'm an animal when it comes to handling business. And I'm not touting or tooting my own horn. I'm just saying, like, I wanted to have a live because a lot of people want to know, E, what are you doing? What are you doing, dog, different I can see you getting to some money. Well, what I'm doing is sweating at my restaurant doing the dishes when I own it. I own it, but I did a lot of dishes, if you feel me. So people always want the success without the work, but that ain't the way this thing's set up. Y'all done made me get off my slides. Let me say this. Another reason I wanted to go live on Sunday. I know BML, I know Power, I know the gang. Them people are already successful. I'm talking to some folk that already may be successful, but it's another level. I thought I wanted a Gulfstream private plane until I saw Drake plane. My boy Greg, shout out Greg in the chat. It's like Drake has a commercial airliner that's private. So I'm just saying, no matter what level you're on, it's still another switch. The next book I write, I think it's going to be called A Switch Within 2.0. I realized that it's multiple switches. You could be in drive, but then it's a button called overdrive. And then if you start driving them Hellcats and all them type of things, it's some horsepower. There's some horsepower inside of you that is going to push you to be great. Eric, what are you doing different? I'm just working hard for myself. I still have to work. I still have to sweat. I still got to micromanage the contractors. I still have to micromanage the cooks. I still have to do a lot of different things, but I'm committed to the work for myself because I know if I work, then I'm going to be successful. That's what I'm saying. Let me read this to y'all. In several, from the New York Times, in several studies of various populations over the years, scientists have found that death from heart attacks follow a pattern during the week. They occur at their lowest rates on the weekends. So ain't nobody having a heart attack on the weekend. They jump significantly on Mondays, and then they drop again on Tuesday. Have you ever dreaded going to work? Like knowing, man, I got to get up. I got to fight traffic. I got to be up at 4 o'clock. I got to be up at 5. I got to be on the freeway by 6:30. If I'm not there, it's my boss. I already been late. I used to be the type of employee where I would be late. I mean, typically I'm on time, but y'all know how it is. I wanted to share this slide because I feel like some people are sick of their job. Feel me on this. Some folk have a heart attack on Monday. I don't know if y'all agree with me or not, but I think stress kills. I think stress will give you cancer. I think it'll give you heart attacks. I used to hate the smell of my job. Like when I would leave home going to work, y'all, when I got into my building, I hated the smell of it. It just felt like, wow. And you know what? Big Paul Chappelle. What's up, Paul? Jackie, Sco, what up, y'all? Hey, what's up, everybody? It's just something about when I left my job. Let's go back to fear and my cousin Paul. when I left my job, and y'all forgive me for maybe rambling or being all over the place, but I mean, this is my passion. This why I want to do this. I just want to help somebody. If I help one of y'all on this live, look like 17, 18 folk, hey, that's a blessing to me. I was able to say, well, what did you learn from Eric? Well, Eric just said, do it. I don't care about nothing else but doing it. I wanted to share this slide because I feel like folk hate going to work, but won't work for themselves. Let me say that again. Folk hate going to work, but they won't work for themselves. If you have a job, God, thank you, God, that you have a job. But Eric Johnson wants to push you to your exit strategy so you can start living in your passion, where you may be working, but it's for yourself and it feel better. That's what God made me come on here tonight and say. Working for myself, it make me feel better. I just went and bought, well, I didn't buy it. I just took my son to get a car from Big Paul Chappelle. Hey, if y'all need a car, go holler, and you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, holler at Big Paul Chappelle at Freedom Dodge, right there on Cockrell Hill and 20. Professional integrity. I worked with the guy 6 years, I believe, and Paul is a person that I would recommend. Went to the dealership to help my son, and it felt good walking in the same place that used to be my burden. And I walked in there and I felt blessed because I'm on my own clock. I'm on my own clock. If I was gonna have a heart attack, it was gonna be back when I was at work, because I worked 60, 70 hours a week, every week. Started realizing as I was working, I'm getting older. I can't run around this car lot like I used to. So, what is the switch? Let's recap for all those that might have just joined real quick. The switch is a state of mind. This is in your mind. The switch, it drives you. It's related to passion. It says no plan B. Burn the boats. We don't have no more options. This is it. If I'm gonna do this little, what do I see a lot of? Boutiques. Let's say somebody on this live or this broadcast wants to have a boutique. Open it. My daughter-in-law was thinking about opening up her own boutique, and not boutique, but she does lashes, braids, dreads, that type of thing. And you know, she said she read my book and then she opened it. Next thing you know, she had a lease. The next thing you know, she was booked up. She had been working for somebody else, and it got to the point where she started working for herself. Why? She jumped out that boat. Remember earlier? She left some folk behind. She left some folk behind that was like, I ain't paying no rent and water and lights. I ain't, Some people are comfortable letting other people take care of them. And that's okay if that's you. If that's your thing, I'm not here to judge. I'm just talking to a certain person. I don't know who I'm talking to. Kyra, thank you, baby. P, what's up, everybody? I'm so thankful for y'all. Hey, if you're in here, y'all go to my YouTube, subscribe, because I'm going to be doing this every Sunday at 6:15. I'm committed. I'm not interested in doing it. I'm committed to doing it. I had planned to go a little bit longer than what I've done, but I'm almost about to wrap it up. If anybody have any questions, comment them. I'm looking at my Facebook. Slim, what up? Tawanza. Hey, if you need some title work, if you're in the real estate business, you need some title work, holler at my girl Tawanza Williams over at Miller Title. Tawanza Williams at Miller Title. Hit me up. Will, what up, cuz? My kinfolk Jay Jackson, what's up, baby? That was my biggest thing, fear. Your book talked about hysterical strength, and it hit home for me. That's my cousin Jay Jackson chiming in. Hey, much love to everybody that chimed in. Like I said, I'm gonna do this every Sunday at 6:15, just briefly, and we're gonna talk about what we need to talk about to push you to the next level. I'm no different. The reason I'm the expert and able to give you advice is because I failed the most, or I failed enough times to say that boy know what he talking about. And you know what, y'all? Before I go, let me just give you a quick secret. Just do it. Just do it. Like, no matter what you're thinking of doing, let me be the person to tell you to do it. I done told a lot of folk over the last year, just do it. Shout out to Christy, one of my family members. She started her own business this year. Been telling her, girl, just do it. Just do it. Because you know what I realized? There may be fear. You're going to be scared. I remember before we opened the basket, my wife will attest to this. It was almost to the point where we was finna give up. We had dug up these people's floor, the plumbers. We had dirt up high as my waist, and the plumbers were saying it's not gonna work. And I'm thinking, wait a minute, I done paid, because on that particular commercial lease, you had to pay the beginning and the end. I had to pay 2 months rent, rather, whatever. Bought all the equipment, bought all the inventory. We were on getting the plumbing installed, and the guy said it's not going to work. My point is, things are going to happen, but don't give up. Just do it. You want to go back to school? Just go. Just go. Just enroll. But here's another secret. Don't tell nobody. I had to learn that the hard way. I like to share information. I like to get excited and tell everybody what I'm doing. And my wife is always saying, stop telling everybody what you're doing. And now I realize that everybody ain't happy genuinely for me. Everyone is not genuinely rooting me on. Some folk hope I fail. Even right now, it's some folk that they'll say, oh yeah, yeah, congratulations. And I'm gonna get a chance to go by the restaurant. And I'm thinking, damn, I've been open almost 4 years. You still ain't been by there yet? And that's a plug for Mother's Basket. Y'all go by there. We open Thursday through Sunday right here in DeSoto, Texas. Home of the baskets, man. Got the best fish in the city. Hey, listen, tonight was about the switch. It's about what's driving you. What's your passion? Money ain't big enough. Your family big enough. I don't have kids, Eric. Somebody around you love that you'll go hard for. How about let's start with you? Just go hard for you. Shout out to one of my cousins, Aisha. I don't know if she's watching, but me and her been talking a lot lately, and I just appreciate you, cuz, for listening. Because all I'm saying behind you is go. Go. Yeah, you're going to make some mistakes. Yeah, you're going to lose some money. And let's be real, it might not work. But at least you tried. Anything you done failed in life, you learned the lesson in that failure. And that's what I'm saying. I lost enough times. I failed enough times to start realizing all I got to do is do it and keep going. I learned from a guy named Ron. Shout out to my cousin Will on the live. We worked for this guy named Ron. He had an art boutique, wherever they showcase art, whatever that's called. And he said, hey, y'all, the key to business is just stay in business. And that's what I would admonish you. If you want to go to school, go. You want to open a business, do it. The key to getting that degree is just stay in school. You stay in there long enough, you're going to get it. You open that business. If you open the doors long enough, somebody going to come in there and do business with you. They're going to support you. That's big to me. I hope y'all enjoyed this. I'm going to be back next Sunday, 6:15. Y'all tell somebody about it. Like, share, subscribe to my channel. Like I said, my book is available on Amazon in paperback, ebook, and audiobook format. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Much love to next week. And what is the switch? Do it.